Hello, I'm Bert Gazzi, the author of Voices of the Saints. I like to talk about saints who were married people because we don't have too many of them to hold up as examples. One of my favorites is St. Frances of Rome. At age 12, she thought she was going to become a nun, but her father arranged a marriage with a very wealthy nobleman who loved her very much, and so she was married for 40 years. She raised 4 children, and at age 17, he made her the mistress of his big estate, which she ran very competently all those years. And she had a priority. Her priority was God and family, but she said sometimes a housewife has to leave God at the altar and find him in the faces of people in her household, which I believe really sets her up as an example for us. We're trying to live our Catholic lives, our Christian lives, in ordinary circumstances, and we need to find him in the ordinary things of every day and not withdrawing ourselves into places we think make us holy. Holiness comes in our ordinary daily life, as it did for Frances of Rome. However, in 1424, when she was 40 years old, she organized a group of women who she gathered around her. She was the kind of person that was so charismatic in her relationship that people just thought everybody thought she was her best friend. And a lot of these women, young women, she gathered into a little community called the Oblates of Mary. And they lived in their own houses, but they lived under the rule of St. Benedict. 7 years later, she put them into a community house. And when her husband died a few years beyond that, she joined them in the community. So she had both parts of a life that she wanted. She became a nun at the end of her life, after having lived as a married woman for 40 years. But she's a model for married people, because she loved her married life. She did a great job in taking care of her family, and she presents to us a model of someone that we can imitate. So may you in your daily life, whether you're single or married, imitate Frances of Rome in finding God in the ordinary circumstances.